Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002.
Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The numbers for St. Brown a week ago: 4 catches, 75 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
Moving well, St. Brown.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Let's go now. Check the eagle. Check the eagle.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game. So
it's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they've got to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart. Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better...
Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Carlson on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. 7 yards there and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and 12.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Go to the
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the 50, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Goff now looking to throw.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Goff on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams breaks through the contact. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second down, here's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Gibbs straight ahead, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And a quick throw here that's complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There he goes again. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and solo moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To the air again, Goff.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On second down, they'll run it here. A nice little juke. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And they'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's Goff.
To the sideline and incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's got it. And he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That one good for 37 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught at the 25. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Here we go. 60 minutes.
Now a first down throw. Gone.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw on second down is Goff.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
So here come the Lions now.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
Strong running at the 30. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
What's that?
From the gun, here's Goff.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Goff on first down.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again, Goff.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now a second and 10.
Out of the gun, Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 65 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too.